Well, hello everyone, it's Rose, and I am here at my dad and stepmom's house in the basement while they're listening to CNN upstairs. And what I'm doing is I am going to attempt to frame Baby Boy Blue in the Moon for Katie and for Jonah. And so this is the frame that I got from Canada on canvas. And I started taking it apart upstairs. It came all put together. I started taking it apart because I wasn't thinking about recording it, but then I realized I should be recording this. Okay, so I hope you're going to be able to hear me all right. I've taken out 3 of the screws already, and I'm just going to take out the rest. I have my dad's screwdriver here. And I watched Stitcherista do this with very similar frames that she got. And so Danielle, you were my inspiration for this. I'd been, up until then, the only framing videos that I had watched were Ella's. And Ella is a lot craftier than I am. I prefer things pretty much done for me. They need to be idiot-proof. And so a ready-made frame is idiot-proof. It's a little more expensive. Well, it's a lot more expensive, but that's okay. I mean, this is something that I hope that the recipient will treasure for many years. And so to me, it was worth spending the money to get a high quality frame. So I'm just taking out the screws here. And I'm leaving everything in the box, partly because the box provides padding or protection to prevent scratching of the frame or the plexiglass. Now, I ordered this frame with regular plexiglass and no backing because I figured I could just attach it to some cardboard. And as it turns out, they sent, all right, I'm not quite sure how this comes apart. So, let's see. Oh, okay. All right, it's coming apart. There we go. And now, I'm going to take out these screws. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more of the screws, and there they are. So, I'm going to turn this. I've never done anything like this before, so I am, figuring it out as I go. Okay, and it looks like there's 2 corner pieces for each corner, which I wasn't aware of. Okay. Whoops. Okay, now I'm going to try and talk through this, but I need to focus most intensively on making sure that I am getting this right. So, here's the acrylic cover. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs and look for instructions. That's what I'm going to do. Well, okay, there were no instructions. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to try and pull this paper off, I'm assuming. Okay, so it just comes off. Now, I don't want to get fingerprints all over it, so I'm going to get a washcloth or something. Okay, so I have my washcloth, and now I'm going to, let's see, you can't see all of this. So now I'm going to pull the cover off of the plexiglass. And I don't want fingerprints on the glass. Okay, so that's one side of the glass uncovered. And it looks pretty clean. It doesn't look like there's any marks on it at all. Okay, so now let's turn it over. And I'm going to assume that this side is the side that should face out. For all I know, there is absolutely no difference, but just in case, I'm going to keep this side out. All right, so this says that it's a 30-year guarantee of no yellowing on this acrylic. That should be plenty. Go. Okay, so there's what I'm going to call the outside of the glass. And it looks great. It looks nice and clean, no fingerprints, no nothing. Okay. So, now I need to get the diamond painting. And I ordered the frame to fit the diamond painting exactly. So let me get it. Now, I will have to trim the diamond painting. And I believe when I was taking a quick look at this yesterday, there was one drill that had fallen out. Here. All right, I'm just going to take a really good look here to make sure that there are no other missing drills. I brought all of my spare square drills so that I could place a new one. Okay, so one there. And I'm sorry if this isn't all in frame. I am using a different tripod than I use at home, and this one doesn't hold steady as well. So I had to angle. I'm going to turn this so that you can see Baby Boy Blue right side up. Okay, so there you go. All right, so it looks like there's just one diamond missing. It's a Z, and Z is DMC 159. So I'm just going to go upstairs and get my drills. Oh my goodness, this really is lovely. I'm very happy with this diamond painting. Yeah, very happy with this diamond painting. I found a cat hair or a dog hair. May as well get rid of that. I thought I'd brushed it all off, but all right. No, that's nothing. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, so there's just the 159. I'm going to go upstairs and get my spare drills. Okay, so I got my drills. Just bear with me while I get the one I need out. Okay, so I'm going to just get out the envelope that has all my spare 150s to 160s. I'm going to find the 159, and I want to use the 159 from this diamond painting. So you see I've still got the symbol on there. So this is the 159s that came with this diamond painting. So now I just need to get my drill pen. So this is my kit. Let me just find my any drill pen. Okay. There we go. All right, so I've got my this is one of my Silhouette pickup pens. And where was it? I think it was down here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So, just going to, there are a few loose ones in here, as well as, oh, there. I only need one. There's a whole bag of 800 that was left over, as well as a few loose ones. So that's all I need is just this one. So let's get the cap off the pen. And voila, perfect. All right, I'm going to put everything back the way I found it. Okay, so I have placed the drill. I'm not sure if it was off camera. Sorry if it was off camera, but it was down here somewhere. And I'm just going to do one last pass with my eyes to see whether there's anything missing. And I'm running my fingers over it just to see whether there's any drills that feel like they're loose. But since this is an ever moment, there's nothing loose. I think with a painting this size, oh, and there's the drill that I lost before. That's the missing drill there. So I'm just making sure that there are no other missing drills. But I was so thrilled with the quality of this Ever moment. And so I'm not seeing anything else that's come out. This is purely flat. And I don't think I ever sealed it because there were no popping drills. Like, the drills were all perfect. So this thing has been 650 kilometers in the back of a car. And it's in perfect shape. Okay, so I'm just going to put this drill away because why not? So let me just find that 159 bag. Yeah, there it is. And I'll just open that up, drop the drill in. Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the plexiglass up and lay it over top of the painting because I do want to make sure that it's going to fit perfectly. And that's about as perfect as you could hope for. There might be, like, I don't know, 1/4 of a centimeter up at the top and maybe 1/8 of a centimeter on each side, but that's pretty good. Okay, so that's excellent. I'm very happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is lift the plexiglass off again, carefully, because the diamond painting is not damaged yet, and I don't want to damage it now. Okay, so I'm going to just move the diamond painting aside. And now what I'm going to do is cut a piece of cardboard. Now this came as protection for the frames. There were 2 pieces of cardboard, so I'm just going to use them as the backing. So what I'm going to do is find the perfect sides here, and I'm just going to cut the cardboard to fit the diamond painting. So I am going, did I bring, I think I brought my, hang on, did I? I thought I had brought, my X-Acto knife, but then I decided I was going to stop at a dollar store and buy a new X-Acto knife. That's okay. I'm just going to cut it with a regular knife. Now first, what I'm going to do is line this up against the corner of the box so that everything's lined up, and I've got 2 straight edges there, so that the backing will be exactly the same size as the plexiglass. And I'm just going to score the cardboard with this screwdriver. There. any harm to be done to the cardboard, or the plexiglass for that matter. All right, so now I lift the plexiglass off once again, set it aside somewhere safe, and I do hope that you can hear this. And now I'm going to cut the cardboard. It would be easier with an X-Acto knife, for sure. But this will do. Let's see. Yeah, that makes it better. All right. Can you see what I'm doing? All right, so I've started the cut, and I'm just going to continue. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. All right, I'm trying to make it as visible to you as possible. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. And then now I'm gonna, I don't know if I scored that enough. No, I didn't. Okay, so let's get scissors, and let's see, can you see what I'm doing? All right, so I'm scoring this a little bit more deeply with the scissors. The other one was easier because it was along the corrugation. This one here is across the corrugation. Okay, so there we go. All right, so you see that's, yikes, I almost tripped on my slipper. Okay, so I've scored that, and there's just the bottom paper on the cardboard that now needs to be cut. Whoops. Helps if you don't break the scissors. I didn't break the scissors, they just, these are come apart scissors so that they're easy to clean. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? No, you can't. Okay, so I'm gonna stand here and, all right. I mean, this is, it's not perfect. It would be more perfect with an X-Acto knife. I wish I'd brought my X-Acto knife, but this will do. For my daughter's dragon, what I'm going to do is I will stop. Oops. I will stop at the dollar store and buy another X-Acto knife. And then I'll have two. Okay. All right. So there we go. That's that. And just to be sure, I'm going to lay the plexiglass on it one more time. Because I want the cardboard to be exactly the same size as the plexiglass. And it is. There's a tiny little piece of paper right here that I need to trim, and I'll do that right now. But then I'm ready to frame. Well, I'm not. I have to cut the diamond painting. All right. So. All right, there we go. That's done. So let me get rid of this garbage. Okay, so now I lay the diamond painting. I'll make sure that this cardboard is going to cover the diamond painting. And it is. Okay. Okay. So now, this is the important part. This is where I trim the edges of the diamond painting. I want to make sure I'm still recording. Yes, I am. Okay. Now, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you'll be able to see. Okay. Oh, I have never done this to any canvas before. I feel like I'm doing harm to one of my children. Again, this might have been easier with an X-Acto knife, but this is actually working okay. All right, that's one side done. Let's see, can you see? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So now this side. And I want to thank Danielle of Stitcherista and Ella for their example. If it weren't for those two ladies, I would not have the guts to be doing this now. So I'm cutting this one, loving the look of it. It is so sparkly. I don't know if you get that in the light, because I'm down in a basement here, and I mean the light's not terrible, but you know it's not daylight or anything like that. But it is just so crazy sparkly. I have a few other Ever Moments at home that I haven't started yet, and I think I will be starting them soon, because this was such a great experience from start to finish. Now, as long as I don't screw it up here at the very end, I'm like within sight of the finish line, people. Okay. Let's turn it again. Make sure you're in the frame. Yep. All right. Now the frames had to be, the measurements were to the 1/8 of an inch, the nearest 1/8 of an inch. So there is a possibility that there is a one, and I went bigger rather than smaller, because there is the little bit of a ledge that will overhang the edge of the picture. So I figured better, I didn't want to have to cut off any drills. All right. So turn it the last turn. And I suppose I could have wrapped the canvas around the cardboard, but I'm afraid that would have, let me just make sure it's in frame. Yeah, okay. I'm afraid that if I had wrapped the canvas around the cardboard, that it would have rolled the drills and made some of them pop off on the edges. So that's why I didn't even try that. I know that, I think maybe it was Stitcherista that did do it that way, although it was probably at least a month ago that I watched her video. So my apologies if I got that wrong. But I know I saw somebody roll the drills, roll the canvas over the, like fold the canvas over the drills, or over the cardboard, and not cut the canvas off. Or yeah, not cut the edges of the canvas off. But I didn't want to try that. So all right, guys, that's it. That's the last side taken off. Now I'm going to keep the legend. I might tape it to the back of the painting. I don't know yet. All right, so now let's make sure once again that this is going to fit perfectly. Yeah, it does. It fits perfectly. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I brought carpet tape. So this is heavy duty carpet tape, 10 meters. I think it's 2 inches. I don't know. I bought it on Amazon. I can't remember how much it cost. I also brought Aileen's fabric glue, but I'm going to do the carpet tape. So, let's make sure this is all in frame. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take tape, and this would be easier if the cardboard was not in this box, but I want to protect the table, and so, all right, there we go. Okay. Now I want it just shy of the edge. All right. And I actually used this tape for the first time yesterday on a print. A very expensive print that my ex-husband gave me. And it had come loose from the mounting, and so I noticed that they had used double-sided tape at the gallery that he bought it from, and so I figured, okay, fine, I too will use double-sided tape. And what I did was I accidentally put a tiny little pucker in the tape, and I realized that that pucker will be there for good. So I'm being very careful to make sure that there are no puckers, that this tape is going down perfectly flat. And this is very strong tape. I mean, it's meant to hold carpets in place. So I'm not concerned about having every single centimeter of this diamond painting in contact with the tape. All right. So I think I'm going to start putting the painting down. You guys, I sure hope this works. I am so nervous right now. You have no idea. No idea. Well, I'm having trouble lifting the paper off the tape. All right. There we go. All right, that's the first 3 strips. Now I'm going to turn this once again. So now that I've got the first 3 strips down, I'm a lot more comfortable that it's not going to fall out of place. And I'm not too fussed about how much tape I'm using because I'm not going to be seeing my daughter until Friday night. So if I run out of tape, I will be able to order more off Amazon and get it before I see her. Okay, so there's the bubble that I want to avoid. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's see what's in frame. Okay, it's good. It's good. So now I'm just going to lay it down along the top here, or bottom. I can't remember if this is the top or the bottom. It's very close. There we go. And one more strip. All right. This is super awkward from this. Okay, so let's keep going. Good. I'm seeing Katie tomorrow morning. So my goal is to take this over to her in the morning. Oops. Let's do it from this side. Okay, last one. Here we go. That's it. It's done. Okay, what just fell? Something just fell. Something. Oh, it's the mounting hardware. Okay. So now I just want to make sure it's nice and snugly pressed down. And of course, what I'm also doing is just taking yet another look to see if there's any diamonds that are loose. Oh, you guys, you have no idea how amazing this feels. I've been working on a Huacan, which is beautiful, but the drills are all different heights, all different sizes. They're popping like crazy. I have to glue down each little strip as I complete it. And so I'm gluing down 3" by 6 or 8" strips every time I complete one of these little strips. Like I'm actually using Tombow aqua glue to secure the diamonds, to seal them in. And here I am looking at this beautiful thing, and it hasn't been sealed. And the diamonds are perfectly flat. Like there's no different heights of diamonds. They're all the same size. Wow, it really is quite lovely. Okay, so that's that. Now, to lay the plexiglass on top. And I'm just gonna wipe. I'm just going to wipe the glass to get rid of any dust, because there was dust from the cardboard that I cut, and I don't want that sealed into the painting. All right. Okay. Let me just take a look in the light. I think that's good. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that could have been bad, but it wasn't. All right. So there goes the glass. Well, the plexiglass on top of the diamond painting. So now we put the painting back together. Oh, it's got to be flipped over. It's got to be flipped over. Okay. All right. All right. So, let's make sure we get this right. I'm going to lay down the top and bottom pieces to start with. Okay. All right. And okay. So there's the first corner, and as long as the diamond pin, everything's inside there, yeah, I can secure this corner. Oh, but first, there. And so I have to put these springs in place, but first I have to make sure that the piece is in place. All right. Again, many thanks to Danielle for her paving the way for me to do this. Let's just make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I want to make sure these corners are tight, tight, tight. Now, okay, I'm going to put the other one in, and then I'll tighten them both when they're both in place. And I just want to make sure this corner is perfectly aligned. Whoops. Okay, so that's nice and tight. Whoop. Okay, that's pretty tight. I don't want to tighten it too much at this point. All right. So now let's put the third side on. Corners. Can you see what I'm doing? Let's see. Barely. All right. I mean, if this is a huge failure, oh, I put that in upside down. Darn. Okay. Right. Okay. So now I need to put this down in here. Okay. I just want to push that as far in as possible. There we go. I don't want to scratch the frame at all. Now, before I put the third side on, or the fourth side on, I want to figure out how the hanging hardware goes. Because I suspect that you have to slide it in before you put the last piece of frame on. So far, I don't want to speak too soon, but so far, this seems to be going pretty well. So far. Okay, let me get the mounting hardware, which I dropped on the floor. Okay, so pick that up off the floor. So here's the mounting hardware. I think there should be 2 kits in here because I bought two custom frames. One for my daughter's diamond painting and one for Katie's. So let's see what's in here. Oh, and they gave us a whole bunch more of these. Huh. Well, that would have been nice to know. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. I don't want to take them out of the elastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 apparently. Okay, there's 17 plus 4 plus another 4. So there's 25 altogether. So I could put more on here, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I don't remember there being 2 sets of hanging hardware. So this might be the only wire that I got. And I need enough wire to hang this one upright. Okay. So let's say that much. Oh yeah, okay, there's enough wire here. I was concerned that there wouldn't be enough wire to hang both paintings. But there are. And they also sent super heavy duty hooks. So these are the mounting hooks. And the nails. Like, that's a serious hook. Which is good because these are quite heavy. All right. So, how does this work? I think this works like this. All right, I don't know exactly where it should go. So for now, I'm just gonna tighten it to here. I should be using a Phillips head, or not a Phillips, yeah, a Phillips head would be fine. Okay, that'll do. I just want this here to be secured. It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. It's just I wouldn't want to have to take this all apart later. All right, that's good enough for now. Good enough for now. Okay, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. All right. Whoops. All right, and I'm going to turn this once again. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that Little Boy Blue was facing up. Okay, so now we need to get these last ones ready to go in. So this one here will be a little bit tricky because I have to, oh goodness. Yeah. All right. This is going to be a challenge because I have to make everything fit here perfectly. This might actually be a good time to I don't want to scratch anything, so spring was in the way. I'm not going to put that spring in place. Ah, it's frustrating. It's not really frustrating. So far, it's been pretty good. Okay, I'm not sure that. I'm not sure if you can see all of this. No, you can't. So I'm struggling here with the corners. Okay, now you can't see the other corner. All right. So, all right. Here we go. I need to make sure. I hope that's good. Hope that's good. All right, I'm going to put one of these screws in each side, just so that it's being held together. And again, I'm not sure what you can see and can't see. All right, so I'm not going to tighten that too much. All right, very good. Now, put this back in here. Oops. Just push that in. All right, and I've got one more here to put on the bottom. Now, I have not looked at what this looks like when you look at it from the front yet, so hopefully I won't be horribly disappointed. All right, once again, let's see if we can't make sure that you can see this. Oh, for goodness sake. All right, hold on. There. All right. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, good. All right. So, we're getting very close, people. One more screw. And the corners are nice and tight. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check the frames before I started all this to make sure that they weren't scratched or damaged in any way. But at this point, too bad if they were. All right. Time for the big reveal. Look at that. Looks good. It looks good. It looks really good. I'm so happy with that. Wow. Now, the overhead lights are causing glare off the, wow, that turned out fantastic. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, you guys, I'm so happy with this. All right, so the frame for this one was $133 plus tax. And I think the frame for the other one was about $154 altogether, because I got a 15% discount, so that was just a little bit more than the tax. Altogether, it cost me, I think, $291 Canadian for the two frames. And I got the same frame, except the one for my daughter is gold, and I think it's a little bit wider. But oh my God, I'm really happy with this. Like, I was a little leery about spending that much money on a frame, but so worth it. Oh my God, so worth it. I'm so happy with this. Oh my God, I'm so happy with this. This is awesome. Okay, so you guys, you have just been with me as I framed my first ever diamond painting. Well, not my first, this is not the first diamond painting I ever did, but this is the first framing I ever did. And I was very nervous. I don't think you guys had any idea how nervous I was before I started this, but it's awesome. It's gorgeous. So now I have to go upstairs and get some stuff to protect it. I'm going to carry it over to Katie's place in the box with some packing and stuff like that. Probably wrapped in a blanket or something, because I want to just make sure it's as protected as possible. And then I'll bring the box back, and I'll be shooting another one of these things in the next few days when I frame the golden dragon for Madeline. So, so there you go. So thank you very much for hanging around through all of this. This was a long video, 1 hour and 7 minutes, 1 hour, 8 minutes. Anyway, this was good for me. I'm sure the sound was not great. I might have to do a voiceover, but we'll see about that. And yeah, so thanks for your attention. To all my subscribers, thank you very, very much. You'll be seeing more videos of me framing things in different ways, because I have a whole bunch of diamond paintings now that need to be framed. And now I have some confidence that I can actually do it nicely. So I will be doing that. And yeah, and I'll be doing another one later this week. And I brought my computer so that I can, like my laptop, so that I can produce a bunch of videos. And so I plan on doing a drill with me, at least one drill with me while I'm down in London. And yeah, so there you go. Thank you all. If you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. I'm going to put up in the corner the links to the opening, the unboxing for this painting, as well as the links to the various drill and chats and the post-completion video, so that you'll have a whole set. I think I'll have to create a playlist, because there might be more than 5 videos. So I'll just link to the playlist up here. And yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you come back and visit with me soon. Take care. This is Rose. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.